we're going to your next comic. He's a local comic. He's been around for a while now, making you laugh. Put your hands together for Jason Gilbert.
They told me if I was nervous to just, picture all the ladies in the audience with their clothes off. And, I'm not really nervous, but it doesn't seem like a real bad idea to me. So, get yourself a winner. So anyways, I remember a couple of years ago, I used to be a child. I don't know if anyone's experienced this or not, but I have, and it was pretty rough for me because I was a chubbier kid. I was one of the ones on the playground that people made fun of and stuff. And I remember I'd get home from school each day and put my backpack down, run straight to the pantry and just open it up like it was a closet to Narnia or something. Just, oh, jackpot! I'd grab all the cookies and the marshmallows and all the candy and just stuff my face like there's no tomorrow, like I was going to go homeless or something. And I'd eat like a hamster too, because I'd stuff my cheeks and save it for later, like, oh, hey guys, you want to go to the movies? I got snacks. Just keep it in my cheek. So, it sucked though, because during grade school and stuff, like in recess, being chubby meant one thing, and that was, I hated playing Duck, Duck, Goose. Because Duck, Duck, Goose was like the death of me, because you had to run and shit. That's right. But I was always the one that people would pick on, like, hey, get the chubby kid and stuff. They'd always pick that one super athletic kid to be it. That kid who's like 6'18" in the 2nd grade, and his dad feeds him Wheaties and steroids every morning for breakfast. Like, here son, you're gonna be an athlete. Like, yes dad, let's go kill somebody. Whoa, I like the attitude. So this guy, he's it. He's running around the circle, duck, 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 and I'm not paying attention. I'm just sitting there fiddling with my thumbs, comparing the color of the grass to this booger, like, oh, they're the same color, sweet, I'm going to save this for later. Stuff in my cheek. So finally, Goose, I get picked, of course, and I'm not even in it right now. He takes off sprinting around the circle. It takes me like 3 seconds just to stand up. Finally I do. I'm waddling around the circle like one of those wind-up trolls. I was just like, chasing after him and stuff. Of course, I don't get him. He sits in my spot. And, I'm in the stew pot, the worst place to be in all of Duck, Duck, Goose history. So I'm in the stew pot, everyone's making fun of me, like, Jason's in the stew pot, sit down, fatty. Shut up. But then there's this other game I was really good at, I don't know, people probably played it. It was Red Rover. Chubby, Red Rover, it goes together like peanut butter and jelly. So Red Rover, the rules are simple, You either break through that barrier like a Mexican trying to cross over the border, or you get a clothesline from hell, Hulk Hogan style, and no one wants that. You're just running and all of a sudden you hit the ground like boom! Yeah, you like that, brother? Yeah, suck it! I'm just standing over you, taunting you. If anyone knows Hulk Hogan, that's what he does. So I was good at Red Rover. If there was like an Olympics for schoolyard games, I'd be like the Michael Phelps in the Red Rover category, of course, without all the weed smoking and whatever. But I'd have like 8 gold medals in one sitting. But Red Rover is kind of similar to me to something in my religion. And, by the way, I'm Jewish, if you couldn't tell from me doing stand-up. And, so, Red Rover is kind of similar to when Moses would take the Jews out of slavery, out from Egypt and stuff. But it was weird, because, it took them 40 years to get across the desert. And I think that's a real long time just to do anything for that matter. Especially walk across the desert. I know there wasn't many civilizations back then or anything, but 40 years, that seems like quite a while. And I think, like, to get people to actually go with him, you know, they'd have to have some, like, powerful, like, Super Bowl advertising campaigns just to get people to go with them. And here's how I think that went. Like, just have, like, firebolts and cannons or whatever they had back then, something just... Moses's 40-year excursion, like cracks the screen and like shatters it like glass, and Moses like pops out of nowhere like, "Hey Jews, are you guys sick of being slaves? I know I am." And he like 5 guys pop out of nowhere like, oh, he starts high-fiving them everything and stuff, and you know, Moses is just like, "You guys sick of being slaves? I know I am. Now follow me and we can go to freedom. It'll take us 40 years, but still, all of a sudden, we're going to be free." And everyone's like, "Whoa, Moses, did you say 40 years? He's like, "Yeah, I said 40 years. We just got to get as far away as possible, you know? But 40 years later from now, you're going to be partying in South Beach with girls with the tops off. You know you love titties. Come on, let's see it." And girls in the background, like, throwing their shirts off and stuff. Moses is like, "Hell yeah, we're about to be free." And that's how Jews take over the world. Thank you. I'm Jason Gilbert.